questions over the course of a week, and then based off what we talked about last night at the Q&A panel, which I thought was phenomenal.
That was fun.
It was so much fun. It had great people in there, and
yeah.
I think Austin's one of those fun cities to be in because we've got such a huge internet journalist market here that we get a lot.
You do, and it's a special city. It really is. It's the people seem really proud, really nice, very humble, and it's just a good energy, very casual, relaxed kind of vibe.
It's great.
Yeah, no, I went to Hueros and had some food in SoCo and that whole area. It's just really special.
It's fun to be here.
Never seen anything like it.
So I want to start with, you have a fondness of sci-fi.
Yes.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I don't think it was something that my dad or my mom introduced me to. I mean, my mom, I grew up with my mom. I'd see my dad a couple times a year, and neither one of them forbid me from watching anything. I could watch anything I wanted. So from the time I was young, I was watching Jaws or Friday the 13th. I mean, I had troubles going to sleep at night, but and I just got into science fiction, and for some reason, romantic comedies never appealed to me. I used to even, turn Aliens on and go to sleep with like No Country for Old Men or Alien or Blade Runner. Like, I find it relaxing. I can't even explain it myself. I like this, I don't know, some weird trait I have.
So of all the sci-fi works, which one would you have to say is your absolute favorite?
I know I was asked that last night, and I feel like I keep saying the same one. So definitely I'm going to give you two. I'm going to say Blade Runner and Alien, the first one.
I've never watched Blade Runner. That's one of those things.
I'm not going to be one of those people that says to you, oh my God, you've never seen Blade Runner. I think if you like science fiction, it was ahead of its time for when it came out, and watch the director's cut. Because there's another cut with voiceover, it's not the same.
There's always these weird movies I miss, like when I told people I hadn't seen The Big Lebowski, like I thought they were going to just slaughter me right there.
I hate doing that to people, even though I do it all the time. But I hate when people do it to me. That's a classic. You're gonna have to catch up on your classics.
I do need to. So looking at all the sci-fi projects that have ever made or being made, anything in the future, what would you really want to be in?
Anything science fiction?
Anything science fiction, past, present, or future.
If it was remade, or
if you could be there in the time and be in it.
Like as an actor?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying?
As an actor.
I would love to do like anything Stephen King has ever written.
Really?
Like, yeah, I like Stephen King. I like his writing. I want to be in The Stand. I think they're making Dark Towers, and Mark Brydon, I think, is part of that.
That's one of those books that everyone told me I need to read, and so I read it, and I was like...
And then you wrote this, you're like, I need to not listen to what everyone else tells me to read.
Yeah.
That's what I need to do.
It's one of those, I don't know if it's because I went into it with all this anticipation, but I was just like, really? This is it?
What else is there that's good? God, I've never had anyone pose that question to me, so kudos to you for having a really original question. Like anything futuristic, like from books,
movies, TV shows, voices in cartoons, whatever.
The Jetsons. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Who would you be in the Jetsons?
Elroy? No, I'm just kidding. It was in the sun. It was such fun when I was a kid. What is so cool that I would be in the future that I can't think of right now? I mean, I gave you an answer, but I don't feel like I gave you a really good answer.
You can always
we could spend like
that,
10 minutes on this.
Yeah, we could.
What have I read that I love? It's like, I don't know, something from the Twilight Zone when it was remade. Could I be in Birds? That's not science fiction, though.
Birds? You could consider Birds science fiction.
It's kind of science fiction.
I don't think the Birds would really hold up today, though, if they were to make it today. Like, I heard some rumors that they were going to remake it, and I was like...
No, really?
Yeah.
Well, then I definitely... If someone's already thinking about it, you know what? I do want to be a predator, though.
Oh.
I want to be a predator.
You want to be a predator?
I think the predators are kind of sexy.
They
have like abs. Yeah, you like really?
I
even watched when Alien versus Predator. I even watched that.
I was kind of let down.
You were rooting for the Alien. I was rooting for the Predator.
No, I'm always rooting for the aliens because they're just I just love them.
I think it's the Predators are more human-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the last Predators movie though.
I watched it.
That was pretty good.
It was good. It was good.
I like the fact of where they took it.
Yeah.
So, as an actor and actress, I have to commend you because there's a problem in Hollywood today where most actors and actresses can't not be themselves. Like, Nicolas Cage is always going to be Nicolas Cage no matter what I look at, okay? But when I watched Falling Skies last night, I didn't see the same actress that I saw in Terminator Salvation.
Really?
100% different. And to me, that's a sign of a really good actress and an actor. When they actually are the character, not themselves.
Wow.
What was it that made you decide you want to go away from being the shotgun-toting, badass babe saving the day to a more intimate, personal character?
I think just growing up, I'm getting older and I think it's human nature to want to do things that are different than what you've done. I think I didn't want it to be about physicality or sexuality. I wanted it to be about just my own human spirit and something cerebral. I love playing a doctor. I love the kind of character that I get to play in that aspect. Thank you. That is such a great compliment as an actor to hear. Not one that I even hear often. Because I'm always so hard on myself. But that I appreciate because I try to. My heart is to be different and be totally what the writers wrote, with my own input, of course.
See, it's good when you see that because we don't see it enough these days.
Yeah.
It just makes me sad.
Because you're a real lover of the craft of acting, and you've seen someone like Christian Bale or all these great actors that can transform themselves. And
it's just something totally different. Then you get all the mainstream ones. It's like, okay, here's another.
One of them being them.
Being them. Nicolas Cage is the one I always pick on because he's always Nicolas Cage.
But young Nicolas Cage was just...
He was totally different. Something happened.
Peggy Sue got married. I remember loving him as a kid and being like, who is this weird guy? Moonlighting. Was it Moonlight? Moonstruck.
Moonstruck.
He's great in that. And then, of course,
Those movies when I was a kid, I just don't even remember these days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're so honest that you admit what you haven't seen.
Yeah, because I have no shame.
But you're a real fan. You love it. You're a real fan of movies.
I love what I do. I'm not one of those pretentious, I know everything, you gotta listen to me. I'm just like
don't
everybody
change
else.
because I'm around a lot of that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that here.
And there's a lot of movies I haven't seen. So I haven't seen Valley of the Dolls. My publicist, Gary Mantu, she was sitting right over there. And yes, I'm going to say his name. I was like, you have not seen Valley of the Dolls, and I have not seen it.
I haven't watched that one since I was like 15, I think.
See, you've seen it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharon Tate. And I love the whole Manson thing, and I can't believe it. She's so beautiful. I've never seen it.
Nice.
So even I have movies that I still need to see.
You always have something to do every day. That's how I look at it.
Yes.
So Falling Skies is something that I've really been looking forward to since January.
Oh.
And so I went in last night with a lot of expectations, and I loved it, except for the fact that there was kind of missing that sense of intensity and, hopelessness. However, afterwards,
you thought it was too bright.
I thought it was too bright. But then you explained afterwards that it's more of a family-type story, and it's more of a human story. They've been dealing with this for months already.
Yeah.
So, how do you think it's going to play over the long run when people are wanting action? They're so used to one type alien type show. To be presented with something totally different that's more intimate, personal, it's about the people, not the aliens.
Great questions. I think that, when TNT makes a show, for instance, when I met with Bob Rodat, he goes, I'm not a science fiction writer. I write about human drama. That's my thing I do. And I think they purposely chose Bob Rodat because they didn't want some science fiction guy coming in and forgetting the human element. So I think when people watch a show like this, maybe women who don't normally like science fiction will go, I actually like this show. Because I'm watching about Noah and his kids and the wife that he lost, and it's not just about aliens. I think they're trying to draw in a different kind of audience that can watch science fiction and not be totally, checked out when all science fiction alien stuff comes up on screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's going to be something that helps make it, because I was surprised.
Because you love science fiction, so you want, and I want more about the aliens too, because I watch science fiction, but the part of me that likes drama, and that women like drama, hopefully that will be more appealing.
Nice. So, as we start talking about the aliens, did you ever see how the alien design evolved? Because I know a lot of times they change, like in Signs, he said that the original alien design, I love it too.
Did you like when I brought it up? I brought it up. I love that movie.
I love it. I have aliens and spiders scare me to death.
Yeah.
There's just something about them.
Mine's aliens and snakes.
Yeah, see, I can handle snakes. It's the spider. Oh, I love sharks.
I have a friend who is so scared of spiders, he doesn't call spiders, he calls them SPs.
No, I will scream like a girl and run away from it, even if it's that big and someone has to kill it. But he had said that the original alien design, which is something we talked about last night, was something totally different. That they just going to pull off because it was more octopus-like, it was more monster-like. Signs.
Oh, wow.
So the alien design was a last-minute decision. So did you see how the aliens evolved over the course of production?
I did a little bit. I bet there's so much more of an interesting story, and I wish I could give you that story because I love the kind of watching the making of. Maybe we'll do something like that. I know that in the beginning we had no idea what the aliens would look like, and then I know that the the mechs looked different. They became more like on two legs, but I think before they looked more RoboCop-ish. And then I think with the skitters, it was, I don't know that they were, that was, Spielberg was really involved, I know that, in the way that it looked. But I don't remember the beginning. I just remember kind of seeing it and then seeing a little bit of twitching that they did with like the eyes and kind of the spatial structure of it. But I don't know the actual like progress that it went through, all the different stages. That would be something I would like to know, because you know he's really involved in all that. And with TV you have a different budget, so you don't know how different it's going to be. Is it going to look silly? But I know that they go back and, like, when I would watch the beginning cuts of our show, we would kind of see what they had, and it was just like a drawing. We didn't see all the things filled in, so you just kind of saw the ghost outline of it. But it became scarier every time I saw a cut.
Nice.
But I think we do a good job with aliens.
Yeah, and the
skitters I like even more than the mechs.
I didn't know how they were going to come across, but they came across really well.
Yeah, especially for TV, because it's a hard thing to do.
The challenge is figuring out how to make them move, how to make them personality, what they do.
Yeah, and one thing I will add is that when you look at the skitter, and you know it was done in a suit, there was a guy in it, they really made the face sympathetic. The eyes kind of blinked, and I have to like talk to the alien. We have one captured, and the eyes look humanish. And I remember the director was saying, it makes you sympathetic, which is always great when they do things, and that's very Spielberg-like.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I guess my other question about the aliens is, I'm kind of one of the people where less is more.
Yeah.
I don't want to know why they're here, because I think that adds to the mystery, and I think
I'm the opposite. I want to know everything.
See, but it kind of like, are they going to leave it more open for interpretation like they did in Lost, or are they just going to say, oh, well, here's why they're here, someone figures it out, that's what they're doing?
I don't know what they're going to do. They don't tell me. I know a little bit more because we have the 10 episodes, and like everything, you know, there's more mystery. But you know what? Throughout our show, we learn a little bit about the aliens, but it's going to be at the pace you like. I personally was like, I want to know more, but why are they doing this? And I want to get on their ship, and I want to know everything, you know. But I was always like that, and I remember in Science, people didn't like seeing the alien. I was really happy when I saw what the alien looked like, because I know you like the mystery, but I'm always like, give me more. And I know people got frustrated sometimes even with Lost. I don't know, like with all I can say is with the first season is probably you're gonna learn about 30% more, and that's it.
See, that's perfect. It makes you
Is that
watch
good?
more.
Yeah. I'm saying 30%. I'm glad. Yeah.
And I guess my last question is, I'm afraid to like a TV show because they always get canceled. Every TV show I like Farscape, Stargate Universe, all these shows that I love, they get canceled before their time.
Yeah.
What is TNT doing to make sure that this show stays alive?
This is their most expensive show, and they are promoting it like crazy, which shows us that they're so supporting it. They're doing everything they can to make sure that the show is a success. They are 100%, they are really particular about what shows they pick up. You know they don't pick up the same amount that other network shows do, because you know they pick up pilots, and then, but they're really more particular, and they really are promoting it so much that I feel like they're going to do everything they can so that we never get canceled. But ultimately, people have to tune in, and if people don't tune in, it's not even their fault. They have to keep it on air. They got to make their advertisers happy, and you know. But if not enough people are tuning in, it's hard to keep a show on. Even a show like The Wire or things like that, you need viewers.
Yeah, so I really don't watch much TV because of that. I think I have a jinx where if I really like a show, it's going to go the way of the dinosaur before I know it.
I know, I feel the same way, I do.
Yeah.
But I hope people tune in, and if it's a big hit, then hopefully we'll go, you know, for a while.
Well, I thank you for this time. You did a phenomenal job. It was a great show, and you're just one of the most fun people.
Oh,
I love when I
thank
get
you.
to
You
sit
are one
down
of the best
and talk to
interviewers. You have
people.
great questions.
I don't like to ask the normal questions.
Yes.
You know, so like when I was at South by Southwest, that's where I kind of honed talking to people different ways. So
Yeah.
you probably get hit the same question a million times.
I do, and you gave me a couple that